In the past 3 years, I have spent a great deal of time focusing on the practice of positioning my business. MetaHelm specializes in strategic narrative for CEOs, founders, and business owners of professional services firms. That simple sentence was not that clear and that simple and that concise and that powerful 3 years ago. I used to say that I work in leadership and strategic communications, and I would add a bunch of details every time that were inconsistent every time I would talk to a different person. Now I have one focus, one key, simple, clear idea that I can repeat to everyone, maybe with slight variation depending on context and how much time I have. But my positioning, my focus is very clear. You just heard me say again the word positioning, because with that sentence, my goal is to influence the way people think about my business. Positioning is a method for framing the perception that people have about what you do. Hopefully, it's a perception that is advantageous to you, that aligns with your goals. But many times, we misunderstand a key difference, which is your positioning is not a statement that you craft. Your positioning is where you are located in people's mind, in which category, so that when they need to call you to use your services, they know where to find you in their mind, right? The word positioning actually comes from the publishing industry that used to position books in specific areas of bookstores so that people can find them easily. Cooking books go in the cooking section. Mechanics book go in the technical section, and so on. Novels, fiction, nonfiction, and so on. You get the point, right? So positioning is really where people put you in their minds. Do you control this? No, you do not control your positioning. However, do you control what helps you influence this positioning? Yes, you can have wishes, goals, aspiring positioning, and you can craft messaging. You can put in place behaviors, practice. You can come at your work with a mindset that influences that positioning in people's mind. But I think it's important to make that distinction, that positioning is actually the result of those assets or exercises that you will do in learning to explain what your business does, what focus it represents, and what value it brings. Notice in my positioning, we specialize in strategic narrative for CEOs, founders, business owners, or professional services firms, that it's structured around two main pieces, very simple. What I do and who I do it for. So that when people get exposed to my ideal positioning statement, where I wish they will store my business services in their mind, so that when they're exposed to it, they can see clearly if what I have to offer is for them, if it aligns to them, if it will bring value to them, right? So think about your business positioning. What is it today? How do you find out? You find out by asking people, like through interviews, through conversations, calls, current clients, past clients, potential clients. You have conversations with them, and you can really see in how they describe what you do if they clearly position your business in a place that is favorable to your business goals in their mind, right? This is a critical nuance. Positioning is a critical practice that I encourage you to look into, because it's one of the most powerful frames to help people make the right decisions, which hopefully are decisions to work with you. I mean, the right people making the right decisions, because you don't want to work with just any sort of clients. You want to work with clients who are right for you. So there it is. There you have my perspective and my argument about why positioning is so important and the key difference between aspiring positioning and actual positioning in people's mind. I hope this helped.